And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Smith takes the handoff. At the 35, he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got...
Here's a little room there. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Dropping back, it's Hill. Looking for a deep man. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Slings it. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Looking for a gap. It's Russell. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely center cut. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Using his legs, it's Valentine. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind him.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hill. Fires to the middle. The short hands, it's Brown. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Razorbacks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to pass, it's Hill. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And it's no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking for space. It's Valentine. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Find some fresh air. Good, solid tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down and shoot. And I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Bulldozes his way through. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Buying some time. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Looking for a man. It's Hill. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And I love it when quarterbacks attack the whole field. Nice job using the sideline. When you attack the middle of the field, those safeties very much get involved. So do the linebackers. You get a lot of one-on-one matchups towards the outside. Nice job throwing it towards the sideline, and the receiver making the big play down the field.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down, I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass, it's Hill. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the shot. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Can't get him to the ground. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Wants to throw again. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some...
He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. We've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Dropping back, it's Hill. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Looking for space. It's Valentine. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man, it's Hill. And that one's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh my gosh, how do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Valentine. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Right on the money. Stumbled to the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Hauser. Moving out to the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Dixon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll go right back to it. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Running inside, it's Valentine. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Off and running. Touchdown, Illinois. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. This time he wants to throw. Going over the top. Makes a diving grab along the right sideline.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Looking downfield, it's Hill. Caught by Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Coming out with it, it's Dixon. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll... There he goes! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Stepping to the right. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Huff. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Illini! Great job by the back on the option.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Scanning the field, it's Hill. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Platt. Ripping through the defense. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. So 1st down will open up the final period. He goes right back to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down to the pass and getting the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive.
Illinois 28, Arkansas 16.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Boyd. Finds his man. Still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense. And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the point after is good. No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To throw, it's Hill. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gonna run it. It's Valentine. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
No good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game.
35, Arkansas, 16.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His